Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Karuna, resource person from the Department of ECE, teaching the course Computer Architecture and Organization. Let us move on to the contents existed in second unit. Second unit, machine instructions and programs, in which we will discuss about different types of instructions and their notations, register transfer notation, assembly language notation. And also we will discuss about basic in and out instructions to perform input and output operations between I/O devices and processor. Then we will discuss the operations of stacks and queues in a computer program. So, data can be transferred or data can be stored onto the stack or can be retrieved from the stack on LIFO manner, last in first out, and also data can be stored or can be retrieved from the queue based on FIFO manner, first in first out. Next, what are the logical instructions? Shift, rotate, logic instructions we will discuss. Next, we will concentrate on modern processor is ARM processor, in which we will discuss about arithmetic and logical operations of the ARM processor and branch instructions, and also we will discuss how the address of the data can be calculated with the help of addressing modes. Outcome of this topic: after completion of this topic, you can understand instruction formats and their operations, and also you can calculate effective address of the data with the help of addressing modes. Introduction. Let us see. Computers consist instructions which must perform the following operations. Those are data transfer between memory and processor registers, arithmetic and logical operations, program sequencing and control, and I/O transfers. In this case, we will discuss this kind of instructions are used to perform the data transfers between memory and processor registers. For example, move instruction. In this case, instructions which are used to perform arithmetic and logic operations by the ALU, program sequencing and control. In this case, we can use loop instructions. In this case, to transfer the data between processor and I/O devices, in and out instructions are used, or to perform the operation of transferring the data between I/O devices and the processor, in and out instructions are used. Let us see instruction notations. In our syllabus, we have the instruction notations, or instruction can be specified by the following notations. Those are register transfer notation and assembly language notation. In this case, any memory location can be assigned with some address or label. For example, LOC. This is memory location. Memory location is assigned with some label LOC or variable, or letter A we can use, or B, C, or place. These are the labels used to access the memory locations in basic computers. In this notation, two square brackets are used around the name of the location. This is move operation represented with register transfer language. So, the content at this memory location pointed by or specified by the label LOC. Okay, that content will be transferred to processor register R1. For example, suppose LOC, the data in memory location labeled by LOC will be transferred to R1. Okay, so that operation is specified by the notation. That means here square brackets are used around the label. Okay, so the content of memory location pointed by label is transferred to R1. Next, we will see another instruction specification, add instruction. The notation of the add instruction is like this. In this case of register transfer notation. So, here the data available in R1 memory location and another data is available in location R2. Then addition operation is performed by the ALU and then output will be transferred to the register R3. Okay. So, this is the register transfer notation. Coming to the assembly language notation. In this case, instruction is specified by the following notation for performing move or transfer, that is move LOC comma R1. Here in this case, this is LOC is source and R1 is destination. R1 is destination. So, this instruction is transfer instruction. Okay. So, let us write this notation in terms of register transfer language. So, location square brackets are used around the label. Okay. The content existed in the location that will be transferred to R1. Okay. Here also add R1 comma R2 comma R3. So, this can be specified in terms of register transfer language. Let us see how we will specify in terms of register transfer language. So, here R1, R2 acts as a source registers and R3 acts as a destination register. Okay. So, this is the notation used in assembly language. Let us discuss what are the types of instructions present. There are different types of instructions. 3 address instruction, that is nothing but 3 variables are mentioned in the instruction. These 3 variables here add R1, R2, R3. I told you R1, R2 are the source contents, R3 is the destination. So, it performs the operation between R1 and R2 data, then after performing the addition operation, output will be transferred to the destination register R3. Now, next type of instruction is 2 address instruction. Here in this instruction notation, 2 variables are used. For example, add R1 comma R2. This instruction performs the operation between the contents of R1 and R2, and then output will be stored in destination, that is R2. Okay, this is the destination R2. Okay, now another type of instruction is one address instruction. That instruction contains only one variable. Here add A. Accumulator is used to store the result after performing any operation by the ALU. Okay. So, in this case, if you mention add A, that instruction performs, this is label. Memory location is labeled by the letter A. So, the content of memory location specified or pointed by the label A will be added automatically to the content of accumulator. After performing addition operation, the content will be automatically loaded into accumulator. Okay. So, this instruction performs the content or operand from the memory location pointed by A, which is label, and then that will be added to the content of accumulator automatically. So, the output will be stored in accumulator automatically. Okay. Next type of instruction is zero address instruction. So, this kind of instructions are used in case of stack. Those are push and pop. No need to mention any variable. Okay. So, these are the types of instructions are used to perform operations by the ALU in the computer. Let us see how to evaluate the given example C equal to A plus B with the help of 3 address instructions, 2 address instructions, 1 address instruction and 0 address instructions. Let us see one by one. 3 address instruction. C is the memory location, A and B are the another 2 memory locations. Our aim is to add the data available in the memory location pointed by A and the data available in the memory location pointed by B. After performing the operation, result is to be loaded into the memory location pointed by C. Okay. So, here we can use 3 variables in case of 3 address instructions. Okay. So, add A comma B comma C. So, I already told you A and B are acts as a source operands, C acts as a destination operand. Okay. So, here source 1, A is source 1, B is source 2, C is destination. Okay. So, here A is label assigned with the memory location. For example, memory location A, which contains the data 2, and memory location B, memory location assigned with B contains the data, for example 3. So, after performing the addition operation, output will be transferred to the destination. Here these 2 are the source operands, this is the destination operand. Okay. Now, after performing the addition, the output will be transferred to the destination. So, that is memory location pointed by C. Output is 0, 5. Like that, it performs the operation between A and B locations on the operands 2 and 3. Next, coming to the 2 address instruction to perform the operation C equal to A plus B. Here we should mention only 2 variables, those are A and B. Perform add operation between A and B. What is A? Location, label. A is the memory location contain the data 02. B is the memory location contains the data 03. So, in this case A acts as a source, B acts as a destination. So, after performing the operation between A and B, output automatically transferred to B. Output will be transferred to the memory location pointed by B. So, here our operation is to transfer the output to C. Okay. So, in this case another instruction is to be used to transfer output data to the C, that is move B comma C. Okay. Then if you use that move B comma C, here B is source, C is destination. So, the data from memory location pointed by B will be transferred to the memory location pointed by C. So, here the syntax of this instruction is operation is add or move source comma destination. B is the source, C is the destination. Next, coming to the one address instructions which are used to perform C equal to A plus B. Okay. So, to perform this operation we use one address instructions are load A, add B, store C. Here load A instruction performs the operation, that is transfer data from memory location pointed by A to the accumulator, that is indicated in terms of register transfer language like this, memory location labeled by A to the accumulator. After transmitting the data, we need to add content of memory location pointed by B to the accumulator. So, the content of memory location pointed by B will be added to the content of accumulator. After addition, performing the addition operation between these two, output automatically transferred to accumulator. Now, our aim is to transfer output data to the C memory location. For that purpose, we use store C. Store operation performs the transfer operation from accumulator to the memory location pointed by C in this case. Okay. So, let us see. Load A performs (0) to memory location A contains the data 02 that will be transferred to accumulator. Okay. Now, add B. B contains 03. Add B. That instruction performs addition operation with the content of memory location pointed by B will be automatically to the accumulator content. Okay. That instruction will perform the operation between the content of memory location pointed by B and accumulator. So, here this B and accumulator content will be added. Here, after performing this addition operation, output will be stored in destination or output will be automatically stored in accumulator, that is 0, 5. Okay. Now, this 0, 5 according to our example, the sum will be stored in memory location pointed by C. Okay. Now, we have to use store instruction. So, this instruction specifies content of accumulator will be transferred to the memory location pointed by C. Okay. Now our output is available in memory location pointed by the label C. So, the notation for this one address instruction is operation source. So, this is the operation and this is source. In this case, this is operation, this is destination. In case of load instruction, this is source. In case of store instruction, this is treated as destination. Coming to the 0 address instruction, I told you stack operations are used. Those are push and pop. Here push operation is performed by decrementing the stack pointer by 1 and pop operation is performed by incrementing the stack pointer by 1. We will discuss in detail in the next topic. Let us see how the operations are performed with processor registers. Number of registers varied from processor to processor. Okay, here RI, let us assume RI acts as accumulator. I already told you, after performing any operation, output will be stored in accumulator. Move A comma Ri. Here Ri acts as accumulator. Now to perform A plus B, output is to be transferred to C memory location. So here move A comma Ri. It transfers data from the memory location pointed by A to the accumulator Ri. Now content is in accumulator Ri. Now perform the add operation between Ri and B memory location. So add B comma Ri. A, the data available in the memory location pointed by A will be transferred to Ri. Okay. So this is source, this is destination or acts as a accumulator. Okay. Now the data is in accumulator Ri. Now perform add operation between the content of memory location pointed by B and accumulator Ri. So that is and then output will be stored in accumulator. Okay. Now according to our expression, output is to be transferred to C. To perform that operation, we use move Ri comma C. Here C is destination, Ri is source. Okay. Now the data at Ri will be transferred to C. Okay. In this way, operation can be performed through accumulator. Likewise, many instructions are there to perform several operations. Let us see how to perform execution of C equal to A plus B with the help of program count register. Let us assume the word length is 32 bit. C. Here to perform C equal to A plus B, these are the instructions required to perform C equal to A plus B. Move A comma R0. Here the memory location A contains 02 and the memory location contains B, memory location contains 03. After performing the operation between these two, A and B, output will be stored in the memory location pointed by C. Okay, so to perform these operations, we are using move A comma R0. Here, what is the content of A? 02. 02 will be transferred to R0. Now, R0 contains 0, 2. Now, perform add operation between B memory location content and R0. So, what is B? 0, 3. Perform add operation between these two. Now, after performing, the result will be stored in R0. That is, here this is source and this is destination R0. So, after performing addition operation, output will be automatically stored in destination, that is R0. Now, we have to move this output data to the C. So, that output data will be transferred to the memory location pointed by C. Okay. Likewise, these instructions are to be executed sequentially. Before executing these instructions one by one, initially program counter initialized with the starting address of the instruction. Here all instructions are in assembly language notations. Okay, these instructions will be translated into machine codes with the help of assembler software. So, that machine code length is 32-bit. Here instruction is 32-bit word length. Okay, that machine code length is 32-bit. That is what we can say, instruction is 32-bit word. Each memory location stores 8 bits. To store 32 bits, 4 memory locations are required. Okay, so that is what here move instruction is placed in the address assigned as I. To store this instruction code, 4 memory locations are required. So, to store another instruction, the memory location will be incremented by 4. Next, and to store another instruction, again the memory location is incremented by 4. Now, let us assume I is the starting address of the instruction. So, program counter is used to store address of the next instruction. In this case, initially program counter is initialized with starting address, that is I. So, PC contains initially address of the starting instruction. Now, with the help of this address, processor control unit fetches the instruction. Then, after fetching of the instruction code will be transferred to IR. Now, after fetching of instruction, that instruction code available at I will be transferred to instruction register for the execution. So, now processor perform the execution operation. Now, processor perform the operation on that instruction. Simultaneously, program counter is incremented by 4. That is I plus 4. That is I plus 4. Here at I plus 4, the second instruction is available. Then fetches that instruction, and then that instruction control unit fetches that instruction, gets the instruction code at I plus 4, then transferred to the instruction register, then PC will be automatically incremented by 4, that is I plus 8 to get the next instruction. Then after execution of that instruction, again PC will be incremented by 4, that is I plus 12. Likewise, this operation is performed in 2 phase cycles. First cycle is fetching of the instruction, next cycle for fetching of execution of instruction. So, likewise, processor execute one by one instruction by updating the content of program counter. Here the instructions are executed by the processor in sequential manner. That is what this kind of execution known as straight line sequencing. Let us summarize this topic. We have seen different types of instructional codes. We have discussed about types of instruction formats. Those are 3 address notation, 2 address notation, 1 address notation and 0 address notation, and also we have discussed one example C equal to A plus B, and with the help of all those instruction formats we have discussed how to perform this operation one by one and how to perform C equal to A plus B with the help of different kinds of instructions, and also we have discussed instruction sequence, how the instructions are executed sequentially by the processor to perform the operation known as straight line sequencing. Coming to the questionnaire slide. What are the types of instruction formats? List out 1 address instructions. Write example for register transfer notation where the output will be stored after performing add R1, B operation. Thank you. We will meet in next video.